And we are back. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk. We got my special guest here, man. My homie JP. What's going on, brother?
I mean, I'm just a black guy living in a white man's world, man, you know?
I hate him. See, that's why that was my guy when we was working together, man. So
For real, yo.
we here, man. Mr. 10-4, Donte. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, man. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
I ain't gotta say nothing.
Because highway robbery, the 49ers should have won that game, but that's another talk for another time. We got Nikia. Me and Nikia is both 9-5 from last week. We should have been 10-4, like this guy. Trevor was bad this week, y'all. Trevor was 7-7 this week. He picked the Lions over Chicago.
Yo, man. You see, I never would have did that either, like, because, you know, with the way their offensive line is, too, man, the way Khalil Mack is just a beast.
He picked the Lions over Chicago.
Why he do that?
He picked a lot of weird games.
Did he pick Carolina over?
Yeah, he picked his Carolina Panthers over the Steelers. He did that.
Got trash, bro. They got trash.
They put up a 50 burger. That's how the Saints gonna do us.
I'm worried. I'm worried with Pittsburgh getting closer to the postseason. They getting scarier and scarier by the week.
Bro, I thought Atlanta was getting scary and we lost to the damn Browns. How we look like the Cleveland Browns?
Don't let Nick Chubb look like Eric Dickerson out there. Ooh, man. Who else did he pick?
I don't want to talk about it.
Man, I was like, Trev, you 7-7, bro. Like, really? Really? 7-7? But it's all good, though. So we just going to get straight into these picks. Let's get straight into Thursday night football. We have the Green Bay Packers going into Seattle, facing the Seattle Seahawks. This good game. It's good games all across the board this week. So I'm gonna go last on this one. So whoever want to take, matter of fact, have Mr. 10-4, Mr. 10-4 take the floor first. Let's go, Donte. Let's go. Who you got, man?
I don't even know, man, because they don't even know if they're gonna play AR this week. So
what? They're not playing Aaron Rodgers.
They don't know yet if they're gonna play AR this week because you remember that injury? You remember when he got hurt like earlier in the season
with the knee injury?
He kept playing through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess now, like it's starting to wear on him right now. You know, but like I don't know. Even with that though, I don't know. I'm still going with Seattle at home. I still gonna go with Seattle at home. Besides what I told you, don't even ask me why, man. Like I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna mess with Seattle at home, man. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I agree. I think Aaron Rodgers is definitely playing though. Aaron Rodgers is definitely gonna play, bro. Because I mean, they're in the playoff hunt right now with the Vikings and the Chicago Bears ahead of them. So every game is crucial for them now. So I believe that, you know, Aaron Rodgers definitely will play. It's going to be a close game, but I definitely have Seattle at home because, you know, Seattle at home, they're damn near impossible to beat. So I'm going to go with Seattle maybe by like 3.
Seattle at home with the tough man, the loudest stadium in the NFL, broke sound barriers with that crowd. Aaron Rodgers. Seems like he always finds a way, though.
Oh, he is playing. He practiced fully today. They say he's good to go.
I'm going to go on a limb and pick. I'm going to go off the box. I'm going to pick Green Bay because it just seems like no matter how you can't count out Aaron Rodgers, and he's like Brady. You can't give him time. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and pick Green Bay, but it ain't gonna be a blowout.
I actually like Green Bay in this game, but I'm not gonna pick them. Reason why I'm picking Seattle because Green Bay plays horrible on the road. they just don't click on the road. And I think Aaron Jones is not going to have that big game in Seattle like he did last week against Miami. I think Seattle's defense is way better. They just went up against a high-power offense, and the Rams, I mean, it was just a shootout with that. But I feel like when the Seattle Seahawks at home, it's just they're a whole different ball club when they at home. Russell Wilson is playing better. Dog Bowen is getting healthy. Tyler Lockett is the key factor on that offense. I do like, Mike Davis, Chris Carlson, and I think his name is Rashad Penny. I do like them as well. I think the running game is going to be a little bit better because the Packers don't lean on the running game enough, in my personal opinion. So I'm taking the Seahawks here. Yeah, I'm gonna take them because I just feel like I like Aaron Rodgers. I picked Aaron Rodgers last week. I just don't like him when he plays away from home. I think he's very uncomfortable when he plays from home. So let's go into these 1 p.m. games, y'all. First game on the board, we got the Dallas Cowboys going into
Atlanta is going to take that one, man. It's going to be a blowout. I'm gonna say Atlanta 52, Cowboys 28. We get that dub.
50 burger.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. We in the red uniform. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ryan gonna come back, from that abysmal performance he had in Cleveland, and we gonna blow the Cowgirls out. You know what I'm saying? Get Dak Prescott out of here. That's it. And then we're gonna win the rest of the games out, go to the playoffs, win the Super Bowl, and that's it.
This guy.
Speaking facts,
Who going next?
I'm gonna take Atlanta.
Thank you.
I still think Atlanta's offense is way better than Dallas's offense, even with Amari Cooper. You got Julio and Coleman.
I guess she froze up again.
Yeah, she definitely froze up. Yep.
Nikia, you froze up. God damn it. So, we did get her pick. She did say the Falcons.
I think Dallas going to do exactly what her phone just did. All that stuff from Dallas last week. Look, like I said, I'm a Skins fan. Okay, we needed them last week, all right? But they always play each other hard. Philly and Dallas, they ain't got nothing to do with this week, man. They ain't got nothing to do with this week, man. I'm going to get Dallas like 17 points. Zeke ain't going to do that. He ain't going to do that again. What's that, twice he did it this year?
Honestly, I wanted to pick Dallas. But it's just something about when Atlanta plays at home, they're just a different team.
And
the defense is just – I'm sorry, but I think Zeke is going to get his numbers. He's going to get his numbers because Atlanta can't stop the run to save their life. I'm gonna just keep it funky. They can't stop the run to save their life.
We got our Pro Bowl linebacker coming back this week.
Yeah, but he still got to. I can see Zeke getting at least I can see him getting at least 100 yards rushing, but they're not going to win the game. You know why? Because it's Atlanta offense. They're home. They know how to pace themselves at home. They're not going to score quickly. They're going ground and pound. And Julio Jones is going to get another touchdown this week. So I am going with the Falcons because I went with y'all last week, but I was so disappointed in the Falcons last week. And I was so debating on picking Dallas. But we already got your pick, Nikia, because you froze up. It is what it is. And we going on to the next game here. So next game we got is the Cincinnati Bengals going into Baltimore off a bye week against the Baltimore Ravens. Who want to go first for this game? I really don't.
I go first. We gonna name some factors in this game, all right?
Go
ahead.
The
fact that Cincinnati got somebody new on their coaching staff. which is Hugh Jackson. They fired a defensive coordinator. And the fact that either RG3 or Lamar Jackson, which it probably might be Lamar Jackson, is going to start this game.
Is that facts or that's a bold prediction?
As of right now, basically what I'm seeing, that's about a good 70-30 chance right there.
I did see something where they was thinking about starting Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it's like a 60-40, 70-30 chance right now that I think Lamar Jackson might mess around and start this game.
I think it's going to be a 100% chance because you got to realize they drafted him in the first round. And all the Baltimore, I mean, everybody know who RG3 is. Everybody know what he is capable of and what he's not capable of. But Lamar Jackson's going to put people in them seats, though. Everybody wants to see him play, including me. So I think he's 100% going to start.
And they sneak him into the offense every chance they get, man.
Mm-hmm.
Get him used to it. So, I mean, for real, I agree with that, man. I could see him starting this game. Unfortunately, I'm not picking Baltimore in this game. Yeah, I'm not picking Baltimore in this game. Reason being, because for one, only thing he showed me was what he can do in college, but he ain't showed me too much of shit in preseason. And I don't know. I can't put money with him if you playing against the first unit now, and you playing when it really, really does count. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put my money on him right now. You know. So I'm gonna mess with Cincinnati on this one right here.
This is a toss-up game for me because now it just made it a toss-up because now y'all saying that Lamar Jackson might start, but y'all got to think about this Cincinnati Bengals defense. They're not great. They're not good. Honestly, I don't see them. If Lamar Jackson even in the lineup, I don't see it doing anything because he's a dual threat, which Flacco is not. It's not enough tape for Cincinnati Bengals to utilize him for percentages of snaps. You got to think about it, too. They only had him in a few snaps each game. But they didn't open up the playbook for Lamar Jackson. I think if Lamar Jackson plays this week, they're going to open up the playbook to a point where you only going to have the scouting from college. You really don't have no NFL film more than 8 to 10 snaps a game. I don't think he has that. I don't know, but I just feel like he don't have enough snaps for you to actually have a defense defend him.
One thing we do know about him though is he's a run first quarterback. He run first, pass second.
Yeah, but what's been popular lately? The RPO. That's been popular. And I feel like that Cincinnati defense and it showed last week against New Orleans. They ran that RPO to the core and demolished them. But he's not Drew Brees. He's not Drew Brees. He's not Alvin Kamara. But I don't like this Cincinnati defense, and I don't like Andy Dalton, and I like the Ravens defense better than Cincinnati's. Andy Dalton's going to put up 10 points in his whole fucking game. I'm going with the Ravens.
Snapping. Hold on. So is Baltimore playing at home?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I think that Lamar Jackson is going to shine at his debut. But I don't think they're going to blow him out, though. I think it's going to be a really close game.
I think the defense is going to score more than Baltimore's offense.
This is no lie, man. I can actually see Lamar Jackson having like a nice little drive to set him up like a game-winning field goal or something like that. I can see that happening. So I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens by 3. I think, like I said, I think that. He's going to throw a couple picks. I mean, I'll say maybe one pick. He might have maybe one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown. But I could definitely see him setting up a last-minute drive for Justin Tucker and Justin Tucker kicking that field goal to win the
game. The way Cincinnati played last week, like we said, Cincinnati, they got some lunch. They just sat there and watched because I don't know what playing they were doing last week. It was another division game for them. I'm gonna take Baltimore.
Up. He's the lone wolf on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Lone wolf, bro. Lone wolf. You better be right. You better be right, because if they get blown out, oh, we got some talking to do. We got some talk. I'm gonna talk to you in my battle rap shit. I gotta talk to you in that type of format. You know, how to talk to you that way. Listen, I just gotta like, yeah. I'm not gonna even practice it right now. But this is a tough game for me. This was tough to call. Minnesota's going to Chicago.
Ooh.
Vikings, Bears.
I gotta go first on this one.
Take the floor, bro. Take the floor.
I don't know.
Oh,
Let me tell you something. I mean, we can know everybody know pretty much we're gonna talk about Khalil Mack and that Chicago Bears defense, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's not forget the bull Trubisky's been playing all right now.
Trubisky balling.
Yo, Trubisky's been playing all right now. I got Trey Burton in one of my other leagues. He ain't been doing much, unfortunately, but Tariq Cohen, Allen Robinson, and then I forgot the other Bulls name too. I think Andre Miller. Anthony Miller.
And Jordan Howard as well.
Nah, Jordan Howard hasn't been doing anything this year. There's been Tariq Cohen.
He had one decent game.
That's it. Tariq Cohen has been the workhorse this year. And the Bull Mitch is playing like money making Mitch. I'm saying he making money out there. But then on the other hand, man, you got the Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins. They paid him all that guaranteed money for a reason. Adam Thielen is arguably the NFL MVP when you truly think about it. Everybody, man, I know we can go on about Pat Mahomes, Todd Gurley, but we can't forget about Adam Thielen, man. That white boy can ball.
This is a tough pick, y'all.
But you know what? I gotta go with Chicago at home, though. I'm only gonna go with Chicago because of the home field advantage. That's it.
This was tough, man. This was a tough call for me. I love both offenses from Minnesota Vikings, but it's going to come down to the running game. What can Latavius Murray do against that front four? That is the question of this game. It comes down to the running game. If the running game is not effective for both of these teams, it's going to be a long defensive night. But I love what Mitchell Trubisky is doing. I don't understand how Trevor believes in Baker Mayfield but doesn't believe in Mitchell Trubisky. Trevor, we got to talk, man. We got to talk.
Trubisky, we trust.
Yes, Trubisky, I trust, and I'm taking him here. I love what the Bears is doing. They are 6-3. They do not want to give up that division. They're playing on all cylinders. I think Trey Burton will be a factor in this game, knowing that their linebackers cannot cover tight ends.
Anthony Barr must be go back to that game.
Anthony Barr can't cover a tight end. He can't cover none of that. But on the flip side of things, you got to look at the Vikings offense. Thielen, Diggs, Rudolph. Like,
is Diggs playing?
He's playing.
So it's going to be a factor. It's going to be offense versus great defenses. That's just what it is. But I think I'm going to edge it to the Bears. I'm going to edge it to the Bears tonight. Sunday night. Yeah, I'm take that. Yeah.
Man, this shit crazy, man. The only thing that puts the Bears over the Vikings in their division is the fact that the Vikings got a tie against Green Bay. But the thing is, and I love the Vikings offense, but with Kirk Cousins, only thing you got to do is put pressure on him and he done. That's the only thing you got to do is put pressure on him and he done.
Not mobile.
That's why I got to go with Chicago. Because they put that pressure on him, oh, you gonna see some picks. You gonna see some fumbles for real. That's why I got to go with Chicago with this, man. And I just like what Chicago doing, man. I think I said that last week, man. I just like how they playing for real. You know, I don't think it'd be an easy. I don't think it's gonna be an easy win, but at the end of the day, it's for real. It's who gonna come out smoking in the second half. You know, it's gonna come out smoking in that second half. So, I got to go. I got to rock with the Bears, man, on a Sunday. That's a Sunday night game.
Yep. And well, I'll be doing the live play-by-play of that game. I should have did it last night, but I was so livid the way that game turned out. I was just like,
Yeah, so I'm gonna rock with them Bears, man.
Trubisky we trust. We'll go with Chicago.
clean sweep.
Yeah, gotta go with the Bears now.
The Bears.
So the Bears will be 7-look like it's gonna be 7-3 in just beating people. I think the only loss they got in their division was Green Bay, right? The only loss they have in their division. So they only got one loss in their division. So that's pretty impressive from where Chicago came from, because we know Chicago used to be one of those teams that you could just run all over and be like, okay, on to the next game. That's how they used to be.
Yeah, they had their woes the past couple of years, but I think that and I wasn't really sold on Mr. Trubisky though. But I mean, you got to give him a chance. Last year was his rookie year, and I think this year he's actually doing some good things. So, and and of course it does help when you have
Weapons.
Exactly, and an all-pro defense too.
Yeah. All right, so we got – this should be a no-brainer for us, man. But we just don't know about this game. Carolina Panthers are going into Detroit against the Detroit Lions. What we doing here? I just don't know with this Carolina team. I just don't know.
Is Detroit home or away?
They home.
It's in Detroit.
Do that matter?
I'm gonna go with Cam.
I don't know if it matters, but I just know Detroit does play better at home, but I just can't trust Matthew Stafford. I'm going with Carolina.
I'm gonna go with the Joy Boy Matthew Stafford.
This could be the worst pick of your night. He throws too many picks for me, bro.
I think that
that's why he froze. That's exactly why he froze. That's exactly why he froze, because he picked the Detroit Lions. That's exactly why he froze. So, who are y'all going with? Y'all going with Carolina or Detroit?
Picking Cam.
Yeah, I don't trust Matt Stafford, man.
And now that Golden Tate's gone.
And then on top of that, man, I could see McCaffrey having another good game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good game, bro. Crazy part last week. All Carolina's touchdowns came from McCaffrey. I can see that this week.
That's why your camera froze, bro, because you picked the Detroit Lions. That's why you froze. That's why you froze.
Hey, yo, what's going on?
He going to choke. Matthew Stafford's going to throw at least 3 interceptions this game.
Nah. I changed my mind. I'm gonna pick Cam, yo.
Okay.
Because they got their asses kicked, man. I don't think they're gonna let it go out like that.
That's why you froze. See, that's why you changed it, because you froze. That's why. That's why. We got another division rivalry game coming on at 1:00. This AFC South. Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts. What a game this is going to be. I love the way the Titans been playing, and I picked against them the last 2 weeks. I am not picking against them this week. I love what they're doing with that defense. Mariota is playing great football with him in the connection with Corey Davis. I love what they're doing. I love what Indianapolis is doing, but I don't think they have enough firepower at the wide receiver core. I love Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack is a good running back. But you got to look at Deion Lewis. Deion Lewis and Derrick Henry. Like, they're a 1-2 punch right now. So I'm sorry. I'm taking the Titans. I am not. This will not be the third week I go against Tennessee and they win. I'm not doing it. I'm taking Tennessee. Yeah.
Well,
taking Tennessee.
This is probably the most messed up pick you done picked, bro.
No, I'm not.
I'm going the other way around. I'm going to Colts, bro. I got to go with Colts. Now, you saying they ain't got enough firepower in their receiving core, but I'm going to just say something. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's state the numbers they put up their past 5 games. Against Patriots, 24 against the Jets.
Horrible defense. Horrible defense.
Bills, 37.
Horrible defense.
I ain't even going to say the Raiders score.
Horrible defense.
I ain't going to say the Raiders score.
Keep going.
And last week against the Jazz.
Horrible defense.
Last week against the Jazz, 29 points.
Horrible defense.
As long as Jack Doyle, Ebron, and T.Y. balling, I ain't going against them.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take the Tennessee Titans, who is number 1 in red zone efficiency against offenses like a Tom Brady and all those people that you played against. Yeah, he only allowed Patriots only had 10 points. Had 10 points, and they was averaging 35 points a game.
Yeah, but
okay, we'll do that. Hold
up, though, man. But that's the thing, though, because like Patriots is like a very, very, very beatable squad, bro. Like
they are a beatable squad, but look at the Chargers got a nice power offense. Look what they did with them. They was in the game for that game. It was just a bad call going for 2 instead of kicking a field goal going into overtime. If you look at their games, the Titans been in every game they played this year. Every game. And they're number 1 in red zone defense. I'm taking the Titans. Sorry. I'm taking the Titans. Deion Lewis is small and he's strong and he could run in between the tackles. I'm sorry. I'm not going against them this week. I'm not. I can't do it. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Mariota's playing well. I just don't like the Colts defense. The Colts could have lost that game last week. Damn near. They could have lost that game to Jacksonville. And Blake Bortles put up 300 yards on that defense. What makes you think Mariota can't do it? We talking about Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles. They playing in Indy.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Colts.
Nah, I'm not going to Colts. I'm not going to Colts. I'm sorry. Number one in points allowed as a defense, and number 1 in red zone defense. That does it for me. I'm taking the Titans.
I also am not picking going against the Titans 2 times in a row. I picked them to lose, and what happens? They win. Nobody expected them to beat the Patriots. Nobody expected them to beat the Patriots. Not no 34 to nobody's 10.
The Patriots were 96% to win that game in the pro pick'em spread. 96%.
And I just went out and picked up Corey Davis off of waivers in my other league. So I'm like, what? Nobody scooped him? But yeah, them two been balling together. And whatever Mike Vrabel's doing over there is working.
They still in the hunt. They still in the hunt to make the playoffs. They both Indianapolis and Tennessee is still in the hunt to make the playoffs. They both 4-4? 4-4 and something. I don't think any team tied, but they 4 and something or 4 and 5 or something like that. I don't know. But I just know both of these teams won last week, and I understand it's in Indianapolis, but Indianapolis could have really lost that game at home, knowing they was blowing the Jaguars out. It was like 29-6 in the first half, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talking about Blake Bortles.
The same Jacksonville Jaguars and Blake Bortles that did beat New England too.
Yeah.
But who's the better quarterback, Mariota or Blake Bortles?
Matter of fact, that punished New England too.
Who's the better quarterback, Blake Bortles or Mariota?
They about the same.
Shit. I take Mariota. If I had to make a team right now, and it was out of those two, I would pick Mariota over Blake Bortles right now.
Yeah, Mariota's hands down better than Blake Bortles.
Yep.
They're two different tiers. Definitely.
Neither one of them ain't worth a damn.
What?
Whoa. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Neither one of them ain't worth nothing.
What? You know what the Titans officers doing? They catering to what Mariota did at Oregon. They catering to that. That's why he's been so efficient. They catering to what he did at Oregon. RPO. Him actually running with the football. That makes him another threat. Blake Bortles can't run. He run like 2 miles an hour.
Nah, I ain't gonna say listen, Blake Bortles ain't slow. But he not as fast as Mariota.
So we got a split decision on that. 2 Colts, 2 Titans. Let's just see what happens on that.
I'm going with Indy.
I don't care if they're home or not. They gave up a 29-6 lead to win 26-29. So that means they ain't scored no points in the second half. I'm not going with that, especially with that Titans defense. Can't do it. Because Jacksonville defense is just horrible. So, let's get to this game, y'all. Let's get to this game.
I think I know what game you're talking about.
Eagles Saints in New Orleans.
Oh, not that one. Never mind.
We're going Eagles Saints in New Orleans. What we doing here? Because I don't have nothing to say. It's the Saints, baby.
I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm going Philly.
What?
I'm a Falcons fan. I go against everybody in the NFC South, even though I hate the Eagles too. But I'd rather see the Eagles win than somebody in the NFC South get a dub.
He just lied about that because he first picked the Lions and then he switched to the Panthers, and that's in the same division. So you lied about that.
But the Saints, man, like we should have beat those motherfuckers, man. We let Drew Brees look like freaking Michael Vick out there, and he beat us. So I'm going against the Saints, man. I can't stand the Saints.
Oh my gosh. If that pick is right, even though I'm a diehard Eagles fan, I'm not even picking them.
I'm picking Philly.
It's amazing, like I said, that's my team and all, but it's just they got too many injuries. Darby then went down, he out for the year because Cooper put a move on him and cracked his dang on knee. And Darby's out for the year. Our secondary is the worst. Just Malcolm Jenkins back there. So we got all new young guys and stuff back there. Secondary, they're not gonna be able to stop Michael Thomas and Drew Brees. I can't. Gotta go against them. Love my team to death. Be nice if we pulled this one out. I'll be shocked. But I don't think we got it. I don't think we can do it. Gotta go with Drew Brees and the Saints.
There's game, man.
So you picking the Saints?
Yeah, man.
I just want to put this out there, y'all, that Drew Brees only got 1 interception on the year. That's all I got to say.
What?
Mm-hmm.
1 interception on the
He's
year.
going to throw 2 interceptions this game here.
Against what corner? What, Rasul Douglas?
My bold prediction of the week, man. That defensive line is going to wreak havoc. That's my bold prediction of the week, man. Philly going to beat.
They couldn't even wreak havoc. They couldn't wreak havoc against Dak and Zeke.
Look,
another thing I want to put out there, man. Don't know how much it's going to make a difference, but I'm reading right now that Sean Payton is strongly considering of letting Brandon Marshall play this week.
Now, just imagine if Dez was playing this week. Just imagine. But Brandon Marshall, he could be a kind of a deep threat. But we talking about Drew Brees here. Drew Brees makes any receiver look good. Period.
Yeah.
Period. He makes any receiver look good. We could be in shape the way we could be in shape, and we could go out and sign with the Saints and look good just like him off the street. Drew Brees is just a great quarterback, and I'm sorry, I just don't see the Eagles' defense doing anything with the. Mind you, they got Kamara in Ingram. Zeke had 153 yards in the game, and he had 53 in the first half. So that means he had 100 in the second. What you think Ingram and Kamara ain't going to do? I just
fly, Eagles, fly. They're gonna beat.
You just
the Saints.
disrespected. As an Atlanta fan, you just disrespected yourself.
Yeah.
Singing that song.
Bold prediction of the week, man. Eagles.
All right, we got a corny game here.
It's got to be Arizona and Oakland.
It's Tampa Bay and New York. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New York Giants.
Yeah, all right. New York next game.
I'm going with the Giants as well. Fuck the Giants in week 10, but I'm taking them this week in week 11. I just can't stand Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is just they're a waste of time. There's nothing to talk stats about. Saquon Barkley. My bold prediction is that Saquon Barkley will have 200 rushing yards against this defense.
I was going to say 150, but that sounds about good.
200. He'll have 200 rushing yards and have like 63 receiving yards. I'm calling it.
Odell, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And so everybody going with the Giants?
Yeah, go with New York.
All right. So on to the next game. This is going to be an interesting game. Houston Texans going into Washington versus the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams are 6-3. They both on the top of their division. Deshaun Watson versus Alex Smith. This is going to be interesting. But
no, it ain't.
I'm not going with Washington this week. I won't Washington the last 2 weeks. I'm 1-1 against the Redskins, but I like the Houston Texans better. I think the Houston Texans has a better offense. They have Adrian Peterson been doing his thing this year, but Lamar Miller is a quiet running back that nobody talks about. And he puts in the workload every single week and get almost 100 yards every single week, and he can catch the ball out the backfield. Demaryius Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins. I just like the way Houston's been playing. I respect the Redskins, but I'm taking Houston this week. I like them a little bit better over Washington.
Let me piggyback over something you just said. When's the last time a running back got 100 yards against us? I'll wait. You can look it up and everything. I'll wait.
And do you think and when was the last time y'all stopped the receiver for going over 100 receiving yards?
Whoa. First of all, let me tell you something. Well, Tevin Coleman, I don't think he had 100 rushing yards, but I mean, he definitely over 100 scrimmage yards. When we trash you guys.
He got 88 rushing yards, 68 receiving yards.
2 touchdowns.
I'm getting that. But, okay, check me out, though. Dude, I got a rebuttal for that right there.
Oh, God.
It's different when you have a back that can run and receive. Tevin Coleman did it. I believe Kamal did it. You know what I'm saying?
But Lamar Miller can do it too. He's just a quiet back.
Now he definitely all-purpose back though.
He ain't explosive as neither one of them.
He don't need to be explosive, but his production should say otherwise.
Well, check me out. Just because y'all said that, well, I wasn't going against my skins anyway. But put that loss in y'all picks.
So you going against your own skins?
I wasn't going against my skins anyway. You know, I was going to pick my skins anyway. You feel me? Reason being, everything that we lost against the teams that we supposed to lose against. We were supposed to lose against the Falcons. That week, who I picked that week? I picked the Falcons to win. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to lose against the Falcons. The Saints, that game was set up, man. Can't nobody stop Drew Brees. The man record speaks for itself, man. You can't stop the man for him doing what he do. You understand what I'm saying? But other than them two, shoot, I don't see no. Come on, I don't see no competition. Texas, man, you got to be. Come on, man.
I think Deshaun Watson is the better quarterback than Alex Smith. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
Until Alex Smith throw the ball 50 yards, then I'll be fine with that.
He is the better quarterback than Alex Smith. Same thing with Cam Newton. Cam Newton was the better quarterback than Alex Smith. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Alex Smith. I mean, Andrew Luck is a better quarterback than Alex Smith. Hold up, never mind. We lost that game. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
I just feel like the Texans have a better football team than the Redskins right now. At the receiver, look at the receivers difference. I think Deshaun Watson has better weapons than Alex Smith does.
That's facts. That's facts. Y'all can't pass the ball for shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The Redskins need Adrian Peterson. The Redskins need Adrian Peterson to run over 160 yards a game to win a football game.
Check me out.
Period.
Out of all the teams that we faced this year, I can say it's probably only one or two teams. I'm going to say only one team, bro, that doesn't have a better receiving core than we have. But everybody else that we played this year has a better, like, if you just look at the all-around offense, even last week, we beat the Bucs 16-3. But if you look at it, their offense is better than ours. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so, because I didn't agree with that, because I feel like with the Bucs, they have a quarterback situation. They don't know who their quarterback is going to be. That's the issue. Now, in Washington, you know who your quarterback is. There's no way you go in there in Tampa Bay against the third worst defense in the NFL and only put up 16 points.
Players fuck up. Players fuck up too.
I don't know if y'all the only team that didn't put under 20 points on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year. I'm not too sure.
Never won that game though. Yeah, Tampa Bay shot themselves in the foot.
They was in the red zone plenty of times. They could have won that football game. I just feel what's your kryptonite is your back end of that defense. That's your kryptonite. Josh Norman ain't playing up to par. He ain't playing like he's supposed to be playing.
Is Josh Norman going to be on Hopkins? Oh, man.
I'm going to be honest. I hope not. Hopkins will burn him. Hopkins will burn him.
That's what makes me pick Houston over the Redskins. Just that alone. But the thing about it is, if it'll be a different story. If that Redskins front four or front seven can get to Deshaun Watson, keep him in the pocket, then we got a different story here. But can he keep him in the pocket is the question. So I picked the Texans. 10-4 picked the Redskins. Who y'all two got?
I got the Texans, man.
You going with the Texans, Nikia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. On top of that, ain't y'all top two offensive linemen hurt? Trent Williams and Morgan Moses.
Trent Williams is a bum. Fuck that man.
What? Boy, that's disrespectful.
He used to be good, but he just as trash as Donald Penn right now. Please.
He had his time, but he right now, come on, he ain't even a factor no more. Period.
He like our Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Nah, Jason Peters is old.
Can I go first for this next game?
Who you gonna pick? Arizona?
And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna pick Arizona. My bold prediction: Josh Rosen will have his first 400-yard passing game. That is my
400 yards.
That is my. We got the worst pass defense in the NFL.
I'm gonna go 4 touchdown passes though. I'm gonna go 4 touchdown passes, not 400 yards.
He going 400 yards. Reggie Nelson couldn't tackle if God was in front of him. Please. My Oakland Raiders need to pray. We're tanking for next year in 2020. So with that being said, I'm going with David Johnson. All right. 4 touchdowns I could agree with. 400 passing yards was kind of overextended. My bad. But if he gets 4 TDs, David Johnson will at least have 3 rushing TDs because this is going to be a blowout. Derek Carr in this office is not doing jack squat. We only scored 9 points in 3 weeks. Horrible. We're not getting in the end zone. We're not. Arizona's going to win this game. Josh Rosen is going to have his career game against us in Arizona. And Chandler Jones, and with our offensive line, please.
Do y'all even got any healthy receivers?
That Who cares for Jordy Nelson? Jordy Nelson think about retiring. Get his old ass out of here. One.
Yeah.
Two. Seth Roberts, he's undersized, but he runs good routes. Martavius Bryant, get his smoking weed ass out of here. Go smoke some more weed somewhere else. Jared Cook, that's your number. That's our Jared Cook and Jalen Richard is our number one and two targets. Jalen Richard leads the league. He leads the team in receptions as a running back. End of story. I'm going with the Cardinals here. Larry Fitzgerald's going to submit his legacy more against us. Watch when I tell you. Drops Mike.
Arizona. Ain't nothing to talk.
Yep, Arizona.
It's sad I gotta go against my Oakland Raiders, but screw y'all this year. Just screw y'all.
I mean, I got mad first-round draft pick, so.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, it better be good. It better be good, because if he don't look like something the next 2 years, the Raiders could kick rocks for me. I ain't claiming them. I don't care. 1-8 is unacceptable.
What?
The Cleveland Browns, the Arizona Cardinals, the Bills, and the Jets has better records than us. And we got better weapons on offense than we do with the Bills and the Jets.
Yo, hold on. I got a quick side note. I have to give a huge shout out to the Buffalo Bills for finally waiving Nate Peterman. Like, what a disgusting display of a quarterback. Like, it's so disrespectful to have him in the game. Like, when you throw – I think he had maybe, 20-something interceptions to, 4 touchdown passes.
And he averaged 74 yards passing a game.
Like, absolutely disgusting as a quarterback. And the fact that, I don't know, I guess it's white privilege. How you got chance after chance after chance to just be a starting quarterback, and you throwing all them interceptions and everything, and they still allow you to play. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Shoot, they should have had Barkley in there from the beginning. Barkley ain't no scrub though, but he's okay.
Man, they need to get Colin Kaepernick back. That's all I'm saying. But we're not gonna get into that.
That's another story for another time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into another AFC West game. Denver going into LA. Broncos, Chargers. Who we going with here? Broncos.
I'm going to Chargers.
I think Broncos coming off a bye week as well.
Going with the Chargers.
Mm.
They've been playing very well lately. So, I think they're 7-3, 6-3 now.
7-2.
Oh, they're 7-2. Excuse the fuck out of me. Yeah, man. Phillip Rivers, veteran quarterback, been playing extremely well. I like Melvin Gordon. I like their little backup at Eckler. Wide receiving core is pretty good. Defense is decent. You know, I'm definitely going with go San Diego on that ball there.
Who else want to go? I guess we all taking the Chargers?
Man,
I don't know. Donte look like he about to take the Broncos. He's his research over there.
That's game, man.
That's game.
I like the Chargers too, y'all. Phillip Rivers is playing one of his best years, but Melvin Gordon is having a breakout year as well. Old behind Antonio Gates still getting it done. I hate picking AFC West teams. I wish both of these teams could lose, but I can't say nothing about the Chargers because they're 7-2. They right behind the Chiefs in the division, so I can't say much about them. And the funny thing is, both of these teams, the Chiefs and the Chargers could both go 13-3, or the Chiefs go 14-2, or something of that nature, and the Chargers go 13-3. Like, that's how wide open, like, that's how crazy the AFC West is, because Denver and Oakland ain't doing shit. We don't know that.
Man, we all know the Rams are going to win that division. Speaking of the Rams, let's get to this game, D.
Let's get to the game.
We will. It's the Monday night game. We will. That's the last game. We gotta pick it. We gotta pick Pittsburgh and Jacksonville first. We gotta pick Pittsburgh.
Okay, man. No, okay. I'm going with Pittsburgh. D. Let's get to this game.
We going with Pittsburgh and we going with Pittsburgh away from home? Because you know they play like shit when they away from home.
I'm going with Pittsburgh. D, let's get to this game.
They hot right
Rush
now.
my podcast, damn it. Don't rush the Spotlight podcast.
Game, D. You know what game we try and get to. Let's get to this game, D. You got a lot to talk about this game, D.
Is it 12 games or 13 games? Did I miss a game?
Everybody pick the Steelers.
Does everybody agree, Steelers?
I agree.
D?
Fuck that. I'm taking the Jaguars. Like, no, I'm taking the Steelers.
All right, cool. Let's get to this game, D.
This is gonna be an editing segment in itself for this game. I think I might have to make this one separate. It might be a separate, but we got the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the LA Rams. But we just got news. I don't know if y'all saw the picture.
Back in LA.
They are back in LA due to the horrible field of Mexico City. I don't know what the hell the NFL was doing with that, but now Kansas City got to go into LA.
Well, I think this is good because let's get real because let's get away from football and talk about business. You got a game of that magnitude in Los Angeles. That's going to draw on a lot more revenue television-wise and for the city of LA right there. So that's smart on the NFL's part to take it from Mexico City back to Los Angeles.
Yeah, but if you would have seen the field, why would you have it in Mexico City in the first place?
Maybe they didn't know the field was like that.
Shit.
Did it rain down there or something?
I don't know, but it looked like somebody shit it all over the field and played soccer afterwards. But listen, since this game is a big game for football this week, I'm going to go last. I'm going to let y'all take the floor first. So who want to go? Chiefs or Rams?
You know what's crazy? I gotta go first on this one, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this game, yo. I'm gonna pick the Rams in this game. And I'm gonna say it like this. It's going to be a high scoring game. Like I'm talking about but you know what's crazy though? I think the fact that everybody might think it might be actually I'm gonna go the opposite. I think the fact that everybody thinks it's gonna be a high scoring game is probably not. I'm gonna go 24-20. I'm gonna go like 28-21. But the only reason why I'm going to say that the Rams are going to win is because that defensive line is absolutely ridiculous. Like the Rams defensive line is nothing but first round picks and Pro Bowlers. I mean, like it's, and I think that, and the fact that they're in LA too, I kind of feel like, having home field advantage definitely helps out. But that defensive line is my deciding factor and the reason why I feel like they're going to win this game. Ty Gurley, he's going to go off. I think Tyreek Hill. I'm going to say Tyreek Hill is going to have a punt return touchdown. See, now I want to change my pick. I don't know.
Honestly, y'all can go because I'm waiting to hear what y'all got to say.
Yeah, somebody else go. I don't know. I don't know.
You wanted to get to this game and now you don't know.
I thought I had all the answers, D.
This game this junk is tough, man. This is tough. For real, I think this is a game to see who can out-coach who, pretty much, man. Mahomes is gonna test that secondary every chance he gets. That's one thing I like about him because he ain't scared. For real. He ain't back down from nobody. People done counted him out against Brady. You seen what he did. He lost that game, but he came back after 20-something to what? You know what I'm saying? He made that second half beautiful, man.
I got a question on that though. that defensive line has Sue and Darnold. Absolutely
Exactly.
not.
Exactly, man. And I think this is probably the toughest defensive line that he probably going against. You know, because of the fact that I do agree with it's not. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring a game as people think it is, and because of that, I gotta go with the Rams. Because if it's not a high scoring game, then it's going to see. Then it's the question which running back going to get off the most. And I'm not. I can't go with Kareem Hunt over Todd Gurley. You know what I'm saying? I love them both. You feel me? They both a beast, but I don't know, man. Like at the end of the day, the Rams defense is better than Kansas City defense. You know, I personally think the Kansas City offenses could possibly be a little bit more explosive though. You know, but I don't know, man. I think this a test for both of them. I gotta go with the Rams, man. I gotta go with the Rams. You know, I think earlier this season I said on one of our podcasts that the Rams wasn't going to lose this game. You know, I thought they were still going to be undefeated by now, for real. But
until I proved you wrong that the Saints, got in them. Yeah.
The crazy part is, like right now, I'm saying Rams, and I guarantee you, if you ask me an hour from now, I'll probably say the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So like. I mean, right now I'm saying the Rams, man, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say a 2-1 debatable, man.
I don't put battle rap terms into this game, man. Let me no damn 2-1 debatable. You gotta pick one.
It's gonna be a debatable, man.
I already wrote you down for the Rams. Man. So with that being said,
and Cooper Kupp
you already got the Rams. His pick is already down. I got these picks written down. He picked the Rams.
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna say the Rams, but like, true to be told, even though like I'm saying the Rams, I'm not sure. I don't know, man, because like I want to say the Rams, but I also want to say Kansas City just as much as I want to say the Rams. You feel me? Like,
then you want them to get a tie.
Yeah, you know what?
It'll be 9-1-1.
That's what I want. I want a tie.
And that's how it might be, man. That's how like close of a caliber team these guys are. Like,
can you imagine if it's a tie?
No, this game can't be a tie.
It can't be.
It can't be. It got to be a winner. We've been seeing ties all year. I'm tired of seeing ties. Yo,
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I just feel like they have that Gurley can go to the Kansas City's defense. I don't think the defense can stop Gurley. And Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods and whoever else they throw in there since Cooper Kupp is hurt. But I still think the Rams got more firepower.
I agree.
Hey, what was the issue with Sammy Watkins? Was that just him sitting out one game type thing or what?
He didn't play last week either.
But Sammy Watkins hasn't been a big factor in the offense anyway, so I think like he's
and that's why I picked the Rams, because I feel like Patrick Mahomes is going to look for Kelsey and Hill and Kareem Hunt. That's the three. But when you look at Jared Goff, you got Higbee, you got the other tight end. What's his name?
Everett.
You have him. Then Reynolds, mind you, Reynolds played well when Coop was out. He played well when Coop was out. So now what they're going to do is going to put Robert Woods in the slot. That makes it even better of a threat when you put Robert Woods in the slot. And he can run the football out the backfield. That's another firepower. Then you have Todd Gurley, the best running back in the NFL, going up against a defense that can't stop the run to save their life. Can't stop the run. Understand stats-wise, Patrick Mahomes is better than Jared Goff stats-wise, but I think Goff has the better cast around him than Patrick Mahomes does. So it's going to come down. Go Go ahead.
Patrick Mahomes ain't see Sue and Donald.
Which is true. But you can't count Mahomes out either because he's a mobile quarterback. If he will run when he has to run. But the question is, as me being a former defensive lineman, for quarterbacks like that, you got to get off the ball quicker than you do against people that's sitting back there. Because if you ain't there at least less than 2 to 3 seconds, once that ball is snapped and you don't have that leverage, Patrick Mahomes is going to kill you.
There's going to be a lot of, just like you said, there's going to be a lot of RPO in this game, too, just to slow those defenders. Like, to slow down any defensive line, it has to be a play-action pass. You know what I'm saying? So,
not even play-action pass. It has to be a lot of read option, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, to slow that defensive line down, there's going to be a lot of misdirection. There's going to be a lot of RPO plays. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's going to be an interesting one, man. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
It's going to be tough, man.
Yeah, I just like the Rams. I mean, I know Cooper Kupp is done, but he's done for the year, but I just feel like it's still enough firepower for them to win. Now, just in case if Tyreek Hill went out and that was the same injury, it would be an issue in Kansas City because who else can you throw to outside of Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce? You don't have really a bunch of nobodies, really. Sammy Watkins has not been that person for you. But we all know Sammy Watkins used to be a part of that Rams team of last year, too. But he was the same way. He was no different. So I don't even see Sammy Watkins being a factor. But the key factor to this game is who's going to have a better running game, Kareem Hunt or Todd Gurley? Especially in the screen game. In the screen game, they both run the screen game better than anybody in the NFL. These two teams run the screen game better than anybody. Wide receiver screens and halfback screens, they run it better than anybody. If you want to slow down a pass rush, do the screen. But
Andy Reid's a great screen guy too.
Yeah, so like this is going to be tough. But anybody do want to make a bold prediction for this game? Like
there is no bold prediction. Those teams is both of the teams are too good. Like it's just no. Like I feel like either you choose either one, it's a bold prediction.
My bold prediction for this game is this game is going to be a combine of 1,000 yards total offense.
I believe.
That's my bold prediction. It's going to be over 1,000 yards combined in both offenses.
But you know what's crazy? I guess I gotta go back to what I said. I guess my bold prediction is I don't think the game's gonna be as high scoring as people think though. Like I'm gonna say maybe like Rams 28, 21. Yeah,
well,
I don't think it's gonna
the Rams score. Rams right now they're saying Kansas City is number 1 in points to game, and the Rams are 3rd in points per game.
Who's second?
I don't know. It's probably Pittsburgh. The way they've been.
I was thinking them too.
It's probably Pittsburgh. So the way they've been playing the last couple of weeks.
What about the Saints?
It probably is the Saints. It's probably KC, Saints, Rams, Pittsburgh. They're probably the top 4 teams that with the points per game.
Atlanta too. That you don't throw out Atlanta too because I think we average like 28, 29.
Did y'all get 20 this past week?
Shut the fuck up. It's funny as hell.
You know, listen. I can't listen. I had to throw it out there. I can talk about my Oakland Raiders all you want because I'm going to agree with you. You can't make me mad about my Oakland Raiders. You can't.
Hey, speaking of your Raiders, they just now announced that Jordy Nelson retired.
What?
They just now announced it.
And there you have it. He was on a 3-year contract and he retired.
Wait, seriously?
I'm dead ass.
Contract. He was on a 3-year contract with us. At least he didn't pull a Vontae Davis, you know?
This is true.
We don't want to be part of a rebuilding process, man. Jordan Nelson, I mean, he's a veteran wide receiver, been on the Super Bowl team. Like, he doesn't want to be on a rebuilding team. He wants to be on a winning team.
Well, if you want to be on a rebuilding team, why you just don't ask for a release? Why you just don't ask to be released? Instead of retiring. I I think it showed the last 2 years because when he was in Green Bay, his production wasn't that well either.
I don't know. It could be.
Ever since that,
It could be a clause in his contract.
Yeah. So there y'all have it, guys. Jordy Nelson retired from football. I mean, what you supposed to expect? You're 1-18. You're not getting the ball thrown to your way because the offensive line can't block. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. And I'm kind of happy that I dropped him on fantasy because that's the fact that he retired. That's even better, you know? So that's it, y'all. We have our week 11 picks. It was very interesting picks. I think most of our picks are the same. Seahawks, we all got. Falcons, we all got. Donte's the lone wolf for the Bengals. We all picked the Bears. We all picked the Panthers. Me and Nikia went Titans. Y'all two went Colts. We all picked the Saints. No. JP picked Philly. He's the lone wolf in that. We all picked the Giants. Donte's a lone wolf again. He picked the Redskins. All of us picking the Texans. We all picked the Cardinals. We all picked the Chargers. We all picked the Steelers. And we all picked the Rams. So there y'all have it, guys. This is our week 11 picks. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. More picks will be coming every single week. We about to get into some DraftKings, though. I'm still learning from Donte with this DraftKings NBA picks, y'all. I'm still learning.
Oh yeah, I do FanDuel. You gotta get on FanDuel, man.
Draymond Green got suspended.
Draymond, yeah. We'll talk about that, but comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Spotlight Sports Talk. And we see y'all probably in a couple hours because you just never know how my editing skills are. So we see y'all later.